Welcome back to another feedback reply. In this particular feedback, I had a request wanting to know the total cost of starting a business. Now there's a reason why you can't find that online, and I'll get into that in a minute. The because just relate to you a story. I remember out on a carrier, and we were assigned to do missions, and often they were very challenging in what to expect. You just couldn't expect everything. It was impossible. All you could do was plan for what you knew and be prepared to change when you needed to. And that's what made us so successful. We didn't know the total cost. We knew something about what it would cost, but the end game was never known. It was only known when it was over. So that's that kind of relates to the question. There's nobody that knows the total cost. Um, Nobody knows what business you're going in. Nobody knows what you want to sell. Nobody knows who your clients are. No one knows where you live. No one knows your skills with marketing and where you're starting from. Only you know that. And you can't even put a cost on that. The only cost there is not achieving success. There's the cost is going to vary literally from everybody, one person to the next. When you're an entrepreneur, and that's what you want to be, you have to accept certain risks. Certain risks are you don't always know the total cost of achieving success. Now, one of the ways people get themselves into frustration and stuff like that is setting themselves for a level of success, only defining success by the achieving the ultimate goal, whatever that might be. And if you don't know what that is, you have a problem too. I mentioned that in the last feedback. But the thing is, success starts with each step of the ladder, and you keep redefining success with the next step for success. If your only point for success is to have a $5 million business, then how much is it going to cost to get there? Well, uh, it's certainly not going to cost you $10 or $15 or even $1,000. It's going to cost you more. How much is it going to cost you to get to your first sale? Well, that's going to be a whole lot less, and that's something that you should be focused on. And even before that, you should be focused on just setting up your business. That would be a success. And I've told you, there's already a blog post that lays out the costs of setting up your business. I've done a video reply that covers some of that, and there's also a blog post in here that lays out the essentials costs, getting it started at very low cost. Um, and all of those things are listed there. So those sort of things, people can tell you what it costs to buy the hosting, what it costs to buy your autoresponder, what it costs to I don't know, various tools and automation. I also have a complete ebook on automation. It's called Automation, or excuse me, it's called Automating-Profits.com. You go there, you can get for $9.95. You can get a book that shows you all of the things that you'll ultimately want to have to automate your business. You can see what those things cost. Okay, so there's nothing that's as precise as a person can get. If you're going to keep searching the web for the total cost of doing your business, then you're never going to start your business because the answer doesn't exist. Nobody can tell you that. So I recommend you start setting a little bit smaller success steps and figuring out the cost to do those and figuring out how you're going to do it, and then and look at it from that perspective, and you'll feel a whole lot better about your successes when you do that. All right. So I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I deal with truths, and you'll probably find some people that'll tell you some total cost somewhere. There's people who tell you anything you want to hear, and the news media knows that, and they're very good at making it and presenting that. But the fact is, there's nobody who can tell you that, and I suggest work on small successes, and they will all add up to a big success in the future. All right, see you next time with the feedback replies.